Let me show you exactly who those 1,000 attackers were. Because when you understand the specificity of this operation, when you see the military coordination they used against you, you're going to understand why your victory is so impossible. It has infernal dimensions and existential crisis. The first 100 were the whispers of doubt. Demons specialized in injecting subtle thoughts that question your worth. Not obviously destructive thoughts you'd recognize as attacks, but doubts so subtle they seem like genuine self-reflections. Thoughts like, are you really doing enough? What if you're wrong? Maybe you're not as capable as you thought. Other people do it better. 100 voices simultaneously whispering variations of insecurity designed to erode confidence from within, and you neutralize them without conscious effort. Your internal system recognized the falsehood instantly and rejected each whisper before it penetrated deeply. 100 sophisticated mental attacks bounced off a defense you didn't even know you'd activated. The next 200 were the amplifiers of fear, specialists in taking small, legitimate worry and magnifying it to paralyzing panic. They took a minor situation in your life and bombarded your mind with 1,000 possible catastrophic scenarios. What if this goes wrong? What if you lose everything? What if you fail publicly? What if you never recover? 200 voices amplifying fear, simultaneously trying to convert manageable concern into absolute terror that paralyzes you completely. And they failed. Your mind processed the concern rationally. You maintained perspective. You didn't collapse into panic. 200 demons with centuries of experience in creating terror couldn't break your emotional balance. The next 150 were the diverters of purpose. Demons who show you bright alternative paths designed to pull you from your real mission. They don't tempt you with obviously bad things. They seduce you with opportunities that seem good but would distance you from your true function. They showed you visions of easier life, a path where you don't have to fight so hard, an option where you can be common instead of exceptional. 150 voices simultaneously trying to convince you that abandoning your war is intelligent decision, not cowardice, and you ignored them. Without drama, without serious consideration, something inside you rejected the seduction automatically because your commitment to your purpose is so deep that alternatives don't even register as real options. The next 200 were the energy drainers, attackers who drain life force directly, not through people or situations, but direct energetic vampirism from invisible dimensions. 200 parasites trying to suck your energy simultaneously until leaving you so weak you can't function. That's why you felt so tired. Not because the day was physically demanding, but because you were being actively drained by 200 professional energy vampires operating at the same time. And you still kept functioning. You didn't collapse. You didn't surrender. You continued with responsibilities while enduring drainage that would destroy normal people. The next 100 were the perception distorters, demons who alter how you see reality. They show you a false version of a situation designed to provoke incorrect reaction. They make you see threat where there's opportunity, see betrayal where there's loyalty, see failure where there's progress. 100 attackers simultaneously distorting your perception, trying to make you take decisions based on false reality. And your discernment cut through the distortion. You saw clear truth despite the massive fog they tried to create around you. The next 50 were the conflict provokers, specialists in creating unnecessary fights. They push you to overreact, to misinterpret intentions, to respond aggressively where patience is necessary. 50 demons simultaneously trying to convert you into a source of drama and destructive conflict. And you maintained your peace. You didn't bite the bait. You didn't explode where others would have collapsed in rage. Your self-control under massive provocation was so absolute that 50 professional provokers couldn't extract a single destructive reaction from you. The next 100 were the sours of loneliness, attackers who magnify the feeling of isolation. They make you feel abandoned, misunderstood, alone in an indifferent universe. 100 voices simultaneously whispering that nobody really understands you, that you're fundamentally alone, that genuine connection is illusion. And you didn't yield to desperation. You maintained faith in the genuine connections that do exist. You didn't allow temporary loneliness to become permanent belief of abandonment. The last 100 were the saboteurs of manifestation, demons who specifically block materialization of things you're trying to create. They interrupt synchronicities. They delay opportunities. They create obstacles just when momentum was building. 100 agents simultaneously sabotaging your efforts to create the life you desire. And despite massive blockage, you didn't surrender. You continued taking action. You maintained faith in the process even when results weren't arriving. Your persistence under invisible sabotage was so unshakable that 100 expert saboteurs couldn't break it. 1,000 demons, perfect coordination, simultaneous attack from 1,000 different angles, and you defeated them all. Without physical sword, without protection ritual, without conscious knowledge that you were being attacked. Your spiritual system operated so automatically, so efficiently, so devastatingly, that it neutralized a complete army while your mind simply lived a normal day. You know what that means? It means your spiritual strength isn't something you activate consciously. It's your permanent base state. It's who you are fundamentally. You're so unbreakable you don't even need to realize you're in battle to win it completely.